Hello. Count6 here, back with another Minecraft video. Today I have another 5x5 slime block door. Yeah, quite small already. It's quite small already. But let me just show you the closing. Out of sync much. And here's the opening. Very out of sync, quite slow actually. But it's more compact. This is the redstone. It's still too wide, but from the previous one, I got it one less tall and one less long. So it is 2 wide by 10 long by 12 tall. So and its volume would obviously be 240. Quite small. Let's go back to where I thought it was the smallest ever. 324. It's quite a bit smaller than what I thought it could be. I believe this is the smallest you can achieve it to make it. I don't think you can make it any smaller anymore. But I actually hope someone proves me wrong. Here are the items. Okay, from the door frame, what you're going to want to do is on the bottom, it's going to be a little different. You're going to be sticky piston on one side and another sticky piston on the other side. It's quite different this time. And you're going to also want to do this. Place your unmovable blocks. Can also be furnaces. Sticky pistons on the side and more sticky pistons on the side. I will show you the whole setup right when I finish building this, so you don't have to pause the video. Movable blocks on the sides again, and slime blocks like there, and finally 3, if I could build it right, 3 sticky pistons like that. Yes, and that's your setup. Okay, time to get into the wiring. So, almost the same exact thing as last time. 3, another Y shape of unmovable blocks. Place a lever on the center one. So you're gonna place redstone like this, then like this. So it should look like that. Then what you're gonna want to do is over on this side, you're gonna place blocks like so, and place 4 tick, 2 tick, 2 tick, and 4 tick. There you go. And then over here, you're gonna actually want to do is do this. Bring it around like so. Redstone like here. 4 tick repeater. This is surprisingly, amazingly similar to my last one, but this time there's a new thing. I noticed how I didn't have sticky pistons. After a long time, I have finally realized you do not need sticky pistons for that. I can't believe how many times I've been building this, and I have never realized you never needed sticky pistons. So yeah, you're gonna want to do is that, and I'll do a little explanation in the end. And on this side, you're gonna want to do is something quite different. Do that. No, don't do that. Don't do that. You do this, and then you're gonna go up, and this should be like this. And be sure to have this on 3 ticks. A little strange, but I'll explain it. This is your top and one of the side. But yeah, let's continue it on. Go down like it blocks like so. Redstone on it. Then in here leave a space, sticky piston with a block right there, and torch like so. And over here, gonna want to do is have a redstone block. Don't need this anymore. Place blocks like so right there. Place 1 tick repeater, then a 4 tick repeater. Then over here, place an unmovable block, and off to the side, you're going to want to do is place blocks like so, and then like here, like so. So no, like blocks like excuse me, blocks like so. And then what you're gonna want to do is place redstone there, repeater there, then another repeater there, slab over to the side, some more redstone, and then over here you're gonna do is this, do like that, block torch, block like that, and do that right there. So then what you're gonna do is in this space you're gonna place a redstone, and over here you're gonna place is a 3-tick repeater. You need to place a block here and a redstone. There you go. Now it's done. I know this setup is quite strange, but the reason it's being is because I wanted to cut off one. But the thing is that, how the heck can you do this? Can you power all 5 pistons at once? At once. That was the one challenge I had. So that's why this thing is so out of sync and crazy all over the heck place. So let me explain this top part. Why didn't I use the little old sticky pistons like I did have in the past? And how come I did use it? Well, before I thought that this cannot push more than it's already at the limit, at the most blocks it can push. But the problem is these sides. What's happening is that you need this in the closing. This triple has to extend first, and then the sides can close. Now, but in the opening, it's the opposite. The sides have to retract first, because it would be there's slime blocks here, obviously, and the top has to, and then the top has to extend. So what I thought is that if I put a sticky piston here and a block here, this would be able to retract it, and this would instantly pull. This would, well, maybe not instantly, but it would pull back, and then there would be a little repeater going up and on top and powering all of this stuff again. That's what I thought. But even right now, I might be. Let me even look at this right now. See, it doesn't even need it. I never saw the fact until recently. I never knew until now. So now, it's amazing. You learn something new every day, don't you? But there you go. That's how I figured it out. Because, like I said, the sides have to, in the closing, the sides have to extend first, and the top. I mean, the closing, the top has to extend first, then the sides, and then it's the opposite on the opening. Now, the reason why I don't need those sticky pistons now is because of this repeater. What's happening is that these are extended. Oh, whoops. But well, whatever. These sides are extended, but the thing is that this stuff would turn off before the top, because the top is getting a longer delay due to this repeater. So either way, in the end, this thing is still able to retract completely fine without having the sticky piston retract it back up. As a matter of fact, I can probably test this out even with this one. Let me put these down and make a nice little. See, you don't even need those sticky pistons, but they're just there because I thought you needed them the whole time. And that's how it pretty much works. Now here's another question you might have. This is a 3-tick. This is a 4-tick. You can't have a you can't do a 3-tick. A 4-tick can't. If it's a 1-tick repeater delay, it cannot retract. Yes, I know. But the thing is that this side has 1 more tick delay, because this is, so let's count it out. These are the same. This one doesn't have a repeater, so it would be equivalent to this plus this, but there's a repeater on this side, so to make it equal, it would be like this. So in the end, either way, this thing would still end up retracting like so. Now in the closing, probably I need to explain this. Why isn't that? How come? Okay, this thing, how come this thing is able to close first? This part, the top part, is able to extend first before the sides. It is because of this 4-tick repeater, and also this redstone here. So what is happening is that this redstone is instantly powered, obviously, and then it goes into this repeater after, and this powers this sticky piston after 4 ticks. And this one has more than 4 ticks delay. It actually needs at least 4 and 2 ticks delay to actually be able. You need to at least wait that much. 4 and 2 ticks, basically 6 repeater ticks, before you can, before the sides can come out and stuff. So, how come the rest is able to extend in time, even though this one is after this delay thing? Let's say thank you to this block here and this block here. What is happening is that once this repeater powers this, this sticky piston will be in place of this block. And since this redstone wire is directed into that direction, it powers this block, but it won't power this sticky piston. So it's basically, this one powers, then it does this, and it does that. And then since that, since there's this, all of these redstone that powered into this block is able to extend like a triple, and then in the end it will do that. That is basically how this side works. Now the bottom. This one is a little confusing, I can admit. This is what my idea was. I just came up with this the idea that the bottom would have to be extended, that the rest of this side would have to be extended from the bottom. So once this redstone block goes here, it powers all this redstone and the repeaters. But since this one has more delay than there's more delay going into this repeater here, 2 repeaters here. This one would be able to quickly extend this one, and then this one would get powered, and also the rest of this would get powered, and let's just show it off like that. So it gets powered. Now you're probably wondering, shouldn't that, if this has more delay than those two, shouldn't it end up like this? Excuse me. Sorry. Let me retract this. So well, there's already enough delay for this thing to retract, and there's a lot more delay here. So why doesn't this thing break? Why doesn't this thing break? Because honestly, if you have something like this and this, it cannot retract these due to these unmovable blocks. What is happening is that, is that this side actually has, this has less delay than this, so this side would end up retracting first, like so. But probably the most confusing one would probably be, wouldn't this one get unpowered first, then this one, and making this thing fail? The answer is no. Well, why? Because there's two ticks of repeater, which there's This one has 5. And then over here, there's a torch, which is already 3 ticks of delay. This one, 4 ticks. And then this one makes it about 7. So 5 is 2 less repeater delays, repeater tick delays than this. So obviously it would be like that, not like the fail version. And if you're still confused about that side, okay, that would be about 4 ticks here, but luckily this is able to retract in just enough time. It's almost not at the right time. So that's basically everything I could tell about the door. Well, I believe this is the smallest you can make a 5x5 door. Well, technically this is the smallest 5x5 door because it just uses slime blocks. It's still a 5x5 door though. So you can't really say it's not a 5x5 door, but it still closes and opens in a 5x5 area, so it's still a 5x5 door, but it just uses slime blocks. So technically, quote unquote, smallest. Well, some people would say that you suck. That doesn't count, but whatever. But yeah, I believe this is the smallest. I have a feeling I may be wrong, and I'm pretty sure somebody will prove me wrong eventually and beat me on this door. Just have to beat 240. Well, it's the smallest using redstone and stuff, not command blocks and mods. Smallest that just uses redstone and vanilla Minecraft stuff. No command blocks. So I think that's about it for now. So thanks for watching and hope you enjoyed.